Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, Vietnam. This is Running Out of Patience with Nick Palmer, and as always, I am your host, Nick Palmer. What do I have today? Well, I've got a message about this multi-culti agenda, and I'm tired of it, right? Why am I tired of it? Why don't I want to be in a multi-culti neighborhood or in a multicultural area? Well, because God directly forbids it. That's why. And I feel more comfortable around my own people, right? Don't we all feel a little more comfortable around our own people, around our own family, around our own kindred, around our own brothers, right? Isn't that where we are comfortable, right? Well, by nature, it's natural, right? That's who we are. So of course we're going to be more comfortable when we are with the people that are more like us, right? We've been fed this lie that we are all the same. We are all one race. We are all the human race, right? We are all created equally. Well, that's a bunch of lies. Every single part of it is a lie because we are not created equally. We are not the same, and we are not one human race. Okay? Anyone with eyes, ears, or a nose can see, hear, or smell very distinct differences between the people of the lands and God's chosen people. Now, if you do not know whose God's chosen people are, open your eyes, folks. It's probably you, a white person, because that's who the true Israelite people are. That's who Israel is. God changed Jacob's name to Israel. Has nothing to do with the current Israelites. Those are the false Jays pretending to be Judahites when they're not. They are not God's chosen people at all. Now, let's get with today's message. Today's message is about the multi-culti agenda and how it's been around since the beginning of time, right? And how God forbids it. Well, to prove that, I'll take you right into the keys of the kingdom Holy Bible, right here in Ezra chapter 9. Now, when these things had been done, the rulers came to me, saying, the peoples of Israel and the priests and Levites have not separated themselves from the people of the lands, following the idolatries of the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Jebusites, the Ammonites, the Moabites, the Egyptians, and the Amorites. For they have taken some of their daughters for themselves and for their sons, so that the set apart seed have mingled themselves with the people of the lands. Indeed, the hand of the leaders and rulers has been principal in this teachery. Now, let's go back. It says the peoples of Israel and the priests and Levites have not separated themselves from the peoples of the lands. This is being in direct disobedience to God's commandment. God told these people to go in to these lands, wipe these people from the face of the earth, destroy their altars, destroy their wood carvings, and not even show pity in the process. So they are in direct disobedience by not separating themselves from the people of the lands, right? They're following the idolatries of these people, right? They are taking some of their daughters for themselves and for their sons, and the set apart seed is now mingling itself with these people of the lands. They're creating an abomination right now. Indeed, the hand of the leaders and rulers has been principal in this teachery. Well, same kind of teachers that we have right now, right? They're still trying to push this same agenda, this multi-culti agenda. Why? It's the Jays. They're the ones that's pushing this agenda. And why? Because they think they're the chosen people, which makes no sense because they're not even pure blood, right? They mix. They're from Esau. They even admit this themselves. Now, and when I heard this matter, I tore my garment and my robe, and I plucked off my hair of my head and my beard, and I sat down astonished. Then everyone who trembled at the words of the Elohim of Israel gathered to me because of the transgression of the exiles. The Elohim of Israel, right? Not of everyone. And I sat astounded until the evening sacrifice. And at the evening sacrifice, I rose from my fasting, and having already torn my garment and my robe, I fell on my knees and spread out my hands to Yahweh, my Elohim. And I said, "Oh, my Elohim, I am ashamed and disgraced to raise my face to you. Oh, my Elohim, for our iniquities have increased over our head, and our incurred guilt has reached to the heavens." Ezra is so ashamed in his people right now and so disgraced because he knows what they have done, and he knows that they have broken direct commandments by God, that he doesn't even want to show his face in prayer to God. That is how bad and how significant this is. This is a very big deal. But our pastors don't want to tell you this. They don't want to share this with us, right? Why? I don't know. Maybe they just don't know, or maybe they are just too cowardly. Since the day of our fathers have been in terrible guilt up to this day, and for our iniquities, our kings and our priests have been delivered to the hand of the kings of the lands, to the sword, to captivity, into plunder, into shame of faces, as it is this day. And now, for a little while, merciful goodwill has been shown from Yahweh our Elohim to leave us a remnant to escape and to give us a peg securely driven down in his sanctuary, so that our Elohim might enlighten our eyes and give us a measure of revival in our bondage. We are right there right now, yet again, folks. We are yet a remnant. We are about 5% of the world's population, right? What we need is a peg driven down securely in his sanctuary, and we need to turn back to God, right? And his ways. We need to allow him to open our eyes and enlighten us with the truth so that we can be revived from this current bondage. That is our only hope, folks. But it is hard to know what we need to do if nobody is there to help us and show us the real way, right? We've been lied to about everything. So now when we hear the truth, it's hard to hear and it's hard to deal with. That's why this message is so hard for me to deliver. And I've been working on it for about 6 hours. But let's keep going. For we were slaves, yet our Elohim has not forsaken us in our bondage, but he has extended loving kindness to us in the sight of the kings of Persia, to give us revival, to set up the house of our Elohim and to repair its desolations, and to give us a wall in Judah and Jerusalem. And now, our Elohim, what shall we do after this? We have forsaken your commandments and you have commanded by the means of your servants, the prophets, saying that the land that you are going in to possess is an unclean land with the filthiness of the peoples of the lands. I'm going to stop right there. Where else do we go and we notice the filthiness of the lands? I think the closer you get to any major city, you can notice how filthy this place can get, right? With their abominations, who have filled it from one end to another with their uncleanness. Now, therefore, do not give your daughters to their sons, nor take their daughters to your sons, nor search for their shalom or their wealth throughout the duration of the eon, so that you might be strong and eat the goodness of the land and leave it as an inheritance for the sons, for your sons, for the duration of the eon. We cannot leave something dirty and unclean to our sons, right? It's just not possible because it's not going to be there. It will be destroyed. And after having everything that has come on after everything that has come on us for our evil deeds and for our immense trespass, seeing that you, our Elohim, have held back the rod that our iniquities deserve, and you have given us such an escape as this, should we again break your commandments and join in marriage with the people committing these abominations? What would you not be angry with us to destroy us, so that there should be no remnant or survivor? O Yahweh Elohim of Israel, you are righteous, for we are left as an escaped remnant at this day. Here we are before you in our guilt, for we cannot stand before you because of this. We are yet a remnant right now, folks. Like I just said, we need to turn our ways to God, and we need to hear and accept the truth for the way it is, because that is our only hope, folks. Now, when Ezra had prayed and made his confession, weeping and prostrating himself before the house of Elohim, there gathered to him out of Israel a large assembly of men and women and children, for the people wept with intense weeping. The son of Jehiel, one of the sons of Elam, answered, and he said to Ezra, we have acted unfaithfully against Elohim, and we have lived with foreign wives from the peoples of the land. Yet now there is hope for Israel concerning this matter. Now, therefore, let us make a covenant with our Elohim to put away all the wives and all those who are born by them, in keeping with the counsel of Adonai, and those who tremble at the commandments of our Elohim, and let it be done in keeping with the law. Rise up, for this matter belongs to you. We will also be with you. Be of good courage and do it. They were told to wipe these people from the face of the earth yet again. Yet again, folks. Why? Because Yahweh, our Elohim, just absolutely forbid us to intermingle with the dirty, unclean group of people. Now, are we currently in this same situation? Yes, we are. Am I telling you to go and wipe them from the face of the earth? No, I am not, because I am not God, right? Of course, we are not going to do that now, because we will get locked and thrown in prison, and that is not what we need to do. But what we do need to do is separate ourselves from these people, right? Of course, we have many friends that are still mixed and all that, right? But they may not even apply to this. It is the new people that are coming in right now that do not want anything to do with our people, our laws, our ways of life. They want to completely destroy us, right? Kill the boar, kill the farmer. They're coming. Those are the group of the people that I'm most concerned about. Why? Because they have not been Americanized at all. They have not been civilized at all. They just want to come in and kill the farmer. Now, that's all that I've got patience for today. And